In 1488, in a cave in a small market town in Yorkshire called Knaresborough, in the middle of summer, in a violent storm, a baby was born out of wedlock. And this baby was Ursula Sonthiel, who grew up to be Ursula Shipton, famous Yorkshire prophetess, and the cave is now the site of the oldest tourist attraction in England, Mother Shipton's Cave. And in Shipton, we're telling her story.
She's mainly known now for her prophecies, many of which are still coming true today. She actually predicted the internet and aeroplanes, but she's also got this fascinating life of like love and death and power and magic. So we're trying to tell that story. She was actually a disabled woman. She was shunned by her community, but through kind of like intelligence and sheer force of will, she ends up becoming this like pillar of the community and a leader. And she's so influential in the end that Henry VIII and the men at the top of his government see her as a huge threat and try and have her killed. So it's a story of this amazing life.
I think it's great to create a character, for disabled actresses, which, she was this incredible, intelligent, wise woman, and really put her at the forefront of that story.
The music, as you'll hear, is sort of slightly folk influenced, but I'm thinking of it as sort of Kate Bush meets Fleetwood Mac meets Arcade Fire is sort of where I'm going with it.
The first song we're going to share with you is a song called I Am. And in this section, Ursula, who's being bullied and isn't fitting in within the village and the community, she's been raised by a family which isn't her own, and she belongs in the forest. She was born there. She feels most at home there. And after a confrontation with some children, she runs into the forest, into the King's Wood in Knaresborough, and she finds herself alone, surrounded by the trees and by nature, and she finds kind of her steadiness and her breath and realises that this is her home and she'll never fit in there. But as she grows up through the song into our adult Ursula, she finds her power, and as we said, she's full of magic and connection to the natural world, and we want to share that through the song. We're also really interested in using Old English language to create our spell world, and also sign language within our movement and choreography for the show, to make it as accessible as possible, but also to just introduce ways that the human body can create magic.
It's like they've always known me, like something from a memory. Rose hip, willow, cowslip, and slow, they're tangled up in my veins. It's like speaking my own name. Your stones and your walls and your homes, there's nothing there for me. But my home has no walls, so you call me devil or natural. But I am poppy, fennel, holly, nettle. I hear their voices clearly. It's like they're growing through me. You say I'm broken, I'm crooked, outspoken, I'm twisted and peculiar. But branches and mayvines cannot grow in straight lines, reach for the sky. And I am. They call me names, but I won't listen. I climb up high, so I can't hear them. They call me scary, but they don't know what I am. I am. Oh, dun 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 dun. Oh, dun 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 dun. Light and light, dun 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 dun. Oh,
with the storm inside her, a tempest with her mother's eyes. Visions of night tell me of tomorrow, glimpses of worlds only I can see. Oh, I come alive and the earth will follow. Fox glow, damsel, water of Ramsay, hawkweed yarrow, grass seed marrow.
So with the show partly being about the natural world and the magic of the natural world, we're using the seasons as a device to kind of frame the narrative and the plot of the story and to move time forwards and to sort of follow the themes of the tale. So this is autumn, it's the first one, and it's about reaping what you've sown and celebrating the successes of the things you've strived for.
It also has a really lovely romantic feel because there is a love story at the heart of the show between Tobias Shipton, a local carpenter, and Ursula, who fell in love. And even though the village all thought that she must have put a love spell on him, we think he just loved her for exactly who she is, which was an amazing, powerful woman. So yeah, we hope you get a bit of that heat as well with this song.
Starlings in the night air, and the harvest moon is high. Summer's come and gone, I heard her leaving with a sigh. Now the sun has bowed its head, things will soon be getting cold, and there's gonna need someone to hold. There's gonna need someone to hold. So gather up your time and cup and take me by the hand. Take a swig of apple wine and kiss me where I stand. For the year is round and out now, so let's see what we have grown. Let's gather up the year and bring it home. Let's gather up the year and bring it home. And beats of russet poppies, red gold leaves and amber skies. Brown fields with furrows ploughed like nature's laughter lines. We're reaping in the harvest, and we're sowing it along. Let's gather up the year and bring it home. Let's gather up the year and bring it home. The year was hard, me back near breaks, but now the meter's run. So grab a drink, be merry, for the work is good and done. Now's the time for making merry. Soon the frost will chill our beds, but tonight, friends, we give our thanks for a flagon full of cider and a belly full of bread.
So make the sweet red berries and turn them into wine. The nights are getting longer and your fella's looking fine. There's good smoke in the night air and summertime has flown. So let's gather up the year and bring it home. Gather up the year and bring it home. Jams are jarred and fruits are heavy, wheats are dried and honey's clear. Beer is brewed and weather's steady, bring it in the air. Woods are cut and hay bales ready, hearts are burning on the stove. Gather up the year.
So ideally we'd have a cast size of 10, a mixture of actor musicians and then 2 extra band members. We'd love to work with producers or venues, especially regional venues, because obviously this does have such a kind of a home in the north and it's placed in Yorkshire, but I feel like it would resonate with any regional community. So at the moment, we're just really keen to R&D this show, to get it in a room with actors and workshop it. So yeah, we're just really excited to kind of get going and get in the room and get out of our, screeching with a guitar to each other, to be honest.